Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline and today I'm going to be doing a huge repot. Most of my pond plants, I have a lot of plants that I need to take a look at because there's some rotting going on. I have plants that are on Alocasia pond that I actually want to move on to the coarse semihydro mix from Ctenanthe. I just prefer it. I find that there's more air in the core mix. The Alocasia pond is very small and I've just not really had the best of luck with that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Right, so I'm going to move you down so you can actually see what I'm doing. I have this little tray thing because I'm going to empty plants onto here so that I can save the Alocasia pond. I'm just going to mix it with the coarse mix that I have, and I'm just going to do it that way. I think it's just going to be a lot easier. I have my coarse mix down here all cleaned and ready to go. Cleaning that was another measure, let me tell you. Oh, actually, first, before we start, I'm going to tell you how I clean my pond, because I used to really struggle with it. I used to have about 3 to 4 buckets and I used a sieve and I kept on having to like put it over to one, but it was a job. It was a huge job, and it was actually the reason I put it off. And I saw on YouTube, I don't remember who I saw it from. I don't remember, but anyway, I feel like we all need to know this if we use semihydro. By the way, if I say semihydro, I mean pond. Pond is basically the same thing. The only difference between Alocasia pond and this pond is that there is no osmocote in the mix. I add my own osmocotes and I also fertilize with a fertilizer that specifically says for hydroponics. And yeah, I just do it that way. But I used to use the fine mix of Ctenanthe, which is equivalent to Alocasia pond, just again without the osmocote. But I tried the coarse mix and I actually prefer it because the stones are bigger, and it just means that the roots have more room, especially if you're doing it with a plant that has quite chunky roots. It's just going to benefit from that a lot more. And I find that there's also more air in the mix, and it's just, I don't know, I prefer it. I guess everyone has their own preference, but I just prefer it that way. But yes, I want to show you how I do it. So I already had the other day, actually this is still from my last video from the plant that Lexi knocked over. So this is Alocasia pond that's in here, but this is basically, what is this? This was a little bag where there were sand toys in from my son. I figured I might as well put it in here. The holes are small enough that water can just go through, and I'm just going to do it. I put the pond in here, I take it outside and I rinse it out. I know that not everyone has that option, but I definitely wouldn't recommend rinsing your pond out in your drain because it's very fine dust that comes off there and it's just going to block your drains. So doing it this way is definitely better. Or if you're living in an apartment or something, just outside in the parking lot or in whatever, but just clean it out there and don't pour it down your drains because it's very fine dust and it's just going to clog your drains. But yeah, just put it in here and I rinse it out. But I am first going to put it on this tray because if there are any dead roots, I can pick those roots out before I add them to the bag. Then I'm going to rinse this out and I'm also going to boil it so that I can add it to my existing bin and just reuse it that way. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's how I clean my pond. And honestly, it's a game changer. It's made it so quick and so easy compared to my method before with the 3 different types of buckets. It just, I don't know why I did not think of this. I think you can also get, if you don't have like kids or anything that's where you can, buy sand toys and they come in these bags. I think it's also, for how they make beer, that they also have those bags that you can put it in. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or anything, but really easy technique. For me, it's a game changer. All right, so let's bring you down. I'm gonna have to turn up the light exposure because you're not going to be able to see anything because it's a very grey day. Let's close the window. Right, so I already have a plant that I've bought. I'm just going to bring each plant over. I've cleaned my potting table so there's no soil or anything that can mix in with the pond. But over here, I'm actually going to start off with one of Mitch's plants. So this is the Alocasia jacklyn. And yeah, she is, you could see a lot of black roots in there. That's all rotten. But you can also see some really juicy new roots. So I'm just going to take her out. I think she is really rooted in there. She needs to go into, oh. Okay, I can clean that out later. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I want to take off as much as possible. I'm just very lightly shaking it. I find that to be the easiest. Instead of using my fingers, I could damage roots that way. Oh, wow. Okay, no roots have come off. But actually, oh my word, that is actually not rot. That's from being pressed up against the side of the pot. There's like, it's actually, I don't know how to describe it. It's, wow, okay, I thought that was rot. It's not, because these roots feel really thick and juicy. Is that rot? No, it's not. I thought all of these black roots were rotten, but they're not. Okay, that one definitely is. It was a tiny little piece. What I've also found is that the corms, I know that my mom actually told me this, that there are 2 different types of corms. I didn't know this about Alocasia. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research about it because I don't exactly know what she means. She saw it on another video, so I want to watch that video actually because that's really interesting. That's also dead. There's no roots in here. But yeah, there are 2 different types of corms. But what has happened is that the Alocasia plant is so incredibly, it's so fun that all of the corms have kind of like gone to the top and they've not really grown anymore. So I'm actually just going to leave that. Take off some of this peeling bit here. Okay, wow, she looks so much healthier than I thought she would be. There are no, let's just check here at the bottom. That's really weird. The roots are like white and then some of them are, I thought that would be rot, but it's not. Wow. Okay, that's really good. That's a lot more of a positive outcome than I thought it would be. I'm going to switch a light on in here because what is going on? I think a storm is coming. I don't think that would have made any difference, to be honest. Right, okay, so because there are no roots in here, I'm going to add it to the bag. This, on the other hand, I still need to find a technique for. Actually, let's just do it this way. I can see that I've added some clay pebbles to the mix to make it a bit more airy, but obviously not really made a difference. Oh my word, it feels like nighttime. It's gone like black outside. You can also see now that I've taken all this out, I can literally see probably about 5 little Osmocote granules. That's not enough. That's why it's always best to also use a fertilizer for hydroponics. I know that there are different pieces, like there's the one for the pH and all of that, but I'm not really into the whole science of it, to be honest. If it says on the back of the bottle that it's for hydroponics, that's good enough for me. I'm going to give her a bigger pot. I think that was just a really big cloud that was hovering over our house because it's kind of going away now. Right, I thought I was organized for this video, but I'm obviously not. For the bottom, because the holes are quite big, And the coarse mix is like, they are bigger pieces, but there's still pieces in it that are just going to fall out. So what I do is I just add a layer of clay pebbles at the bottom. Okay, so I have a bowl of clay pebbles, and I'm also just going to go and rinse it outside, because it's just a small layer at the bottom that I need. That was perfect timing. It just stopped raining. Okay, so we have that. See, it's not a lot that I use. It's just about that much. Okay, now because this doesn't have any Osmocote in it, I don't have to add Osmocote because I do use the fertilizer, but I'm going to add it anyway because it's no harm, and it's not that much that I put in there anyway. It actually comes with this little thing. It has like measurement things in there for the size of your pot, and then it tells you how many grams you can put in there. But I've done it so many times that I'm used to it. It's not a lot anyway. Right, when I water it, it is going to sink a little bit more, but it doesn't do it as much as the Alocasia pond because the pieces are a bit bigger. Just give it a good shake. And there we go. Wow, she's going to be a lot happier. There you go, that might be better. Then you can actually see the plant. There she is, looking good. So she's happy. There we go. Yeah, I'm struggling with this size pot. I don't have any cover pots, but I'm going to put that inside so we have room for the others. Okay, next up is this one. The big regal shield. She's just popped out this leaf. It's huge, but she is in a very... Yeah, look at that root system. She's very, very root bound. Usually I would not like it to get this bad. She's already in the coarse mix. She just needs to go in a bigger pot, into a 19 centimeter pot. So let's have a look. I'll bring it down so you can see what I'm doing. Wow. I know. I'm gonna squeeze the pot. Wow. Actually, no, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. It's already in the coarse mix. Right. Let's move you over. Wow, okay, the holes of this one are even bigger. That's fine. Okay. I could go corm digging, to be honest. Should I? I don't. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. Let's take that one off. Here we go. There's one corm. I don't want to disrupt it too much. Oh, there's another one. That's the only thing with pond, is it is kind of hard to see. Wow. That's like two on top of each other. Here's another one. There, oh, wow, okay, that's fallen off. There's another one. Should I go corm digging? Nah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I have 3 corms there. I think that's good enough. Right, I'm going to do a little bit deeper because there were roots coming out at the top there. And I'm going to pull that off. That was from where the corms were. There's a lot of new baby ones that I can see happening here, but I'm just going to leave that. There's a piece of bark in there. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more plasma coat. Actually position her a little bit. She was leaning to one side. Oh, she was leaning to one side because she was leaning towards the window. That's right. She's living on top of our kitchen island at the moment. And that is not her permanent spot. I'm actually going to take this leaf off because that's really, really yellow. Yeah, I've taken that leaf off. That was sun stress. Right, that's already gone down a little bit, so I'm gonna add some more. There we go. Wow. She's so big. Okay, I think that pot is more fitting for her size. Do I have a cover pot for this? Let's have a look. I do not. Well, I think I do actually, but it's inside. I have a basket that's big enough, but that's obviously not suitable to hold water because it's a basket that also doesn't have a lining on the inside. So I'm just going to give her that tray. And yeah, that's another one done. And I'm going to actually turn around so she can lean. Careful I don't fall over Lexi's bowl. Yeah, see, she's leaning that way. So it's because of where she is. She wants to go towards the window. But she's going to be so much more happier. Yeah, all of these plants as well, I will be taking them to the sink and I'm just going to rinse them through. I have already cleaned the pond quite thoroughly, actually. But I'm just going to do that to be 100% sure. And also keep an eye on the water reservoirs because that's something that I did not used to do before and I've regretted it. And this one is such a beauty that I don't want that to happen to her. So I'm going to put her back inside. Okay, next up is the Alocasia melo. I feel like this is actually going to be more of an Alocasia video. Most of them are Alocasias actually. But I'm going to, I have these corms. I need to be really careful here. I'm going to put these next to the regal shield inside so I know where they're from. Because if I don't do that, and afterwards I can have a look at all of the corms. But yeah, those are the three that the regal shield gave us. Quite big ones. I'll address those later. Okay, the melo. She's already giving me a new leaf. Wow, that water reservoir is disgusting. But there's a lot of rotting happening over here. So this is completely, it's mush. Yeah, it's complete mush. So that is for the bin. Let's put this pond in the bag. Alright, a lot of rotting happening here. Yeah, those roots are all rotten. No, okay, that's still from the plant. Right. Let's have a look at the plant itself and see what we're working with. Any rotten roots here? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not pulling at it, but I am like slightly tugging it because I don't want any bad roots. Oh, so there's one corm. Okay, I thought they honestly would be a lot more rotting going on, to be honest. I think what's left in here was from, because there were 2 plants in here. Okay, that's another corm that just came off, but that's not gonna, I'm not even gonna try. That's too small. Oh, there's another big one that's actually starting to shoot. Wow, I'm gonna have a lot of corms at the end of this video. Okay, I think that's most of the rotted roots. Well, that's not bad. I thought it would be a lot worse than that, but I'm gonna give her a smaller pot. She had a lot more roots when I bought her, I know that, but I transferred her from a very, very dense soil mix straight to pond. I didn't do any acclimation or anything. Oh, there's more. Yeah, I didn't do any acclimating, and I don't think she appreciated that very much. So that's what I'm left with. She does have a new leaf there. So, yeah, I got a feeling that's going to be a little bit deformed. And I'm just going to pull out any dead roots out of this. Oh, that's nasty. Right. Is that my dog barking? No, that's not my dog barking. Okay, let's throw this nastiness away. That's gross. Let's add to the bag. There we go. That's what I do love about pond, is that you can reuse it as many times as you want. She's definitely going to go into a smaller pot. I'm going to take off that leaf. That leaf is looking a bit nasty. Oh, then again, I thought it was the most outside leaf. That's actually really weird. So it gave me this leaf, then it gave me this leaf, and then it gave me that leaf. Yeah, I don't, this is my second melo. I don't want to give up on her. And I'm not going to. So what size pot can we put her in? Definitely a smaller one. Oh, that means I'm going to have a cover pot. Yay! Okay, I think that's going to be more to her liking. Right, I could have her a little bit higher. So I've pulled her out a little bit. Oh, I love working with pond. It's so satisfying. It's just, it's a nice change from soil. Okay. There we go. There she is. She's going to be a lot happier. And now I need to, yeah, look, this is the reservoir. It's all dirty and gross. That's what happens when you do not clean your pond properly. There we go. Oh, I love it when I get when a cover pot just fits perfectly right. There you go, there's her done. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the corms next to her, and then later I'm just going to do all of the corms in one go. Okay, I think this is the last one before I get into my cabinet, which I'm so excited about. So this is looks very similar. This is the Alocasia Dragon Moon. And this one I saw, yeah, again, there's rotting going on there. The water reservoir was dry, but you see that dirt, again, same problem. She also for a while gave us a lot of blooms. And yeah, the transition from soil to pond was just a little bit too overwhelming for her. So she gave us a lot of blooms, and this is actually the newest leaf that she's given us, which is stunning. I'm really happy about that. But she's a very hardy plant. So I would definitely say she's one of our easier ones, but we've learned from our mistakes to be careful when it comes to the water reservoir. So she was also still in Alocasia. It's going to be the same deal with her. Yeah, I mean, look how dirty that was. That's not good for pond. Oh wow, but she has a lot of corms. Oh, that was really dry. The roots still feel pretty plump. Okay, I thought there would be a lot more. No, I'm going to take that off. That was starting to rot. Yeah, take that off. That as well. And there are some roots here that are rotten. So I'm just going to peel them off. There is a corm. There's another one. When we bought this plant and I transferred her to pond, there was a lot. She was in a very small pot, but there was a lot of corms in there as well. So she was obviously doing very, very well. Oh, those roots feel a little bit dry. It's not bad. I think I'm looking at her at a good time, but definitely a little bit dry. See, the roots are very, you can see at the bottom here, they're very dirty. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give her a rinse off first. I'm just going to do that outside actually. It's just stopped raining. Because then any dead roots will also come off. And to get some of that dirt off, because that was really dirty. Considering she's been in that pot for quite a while, she's definitely a hardy one, I can tell you that, because those roots are really dirty. Okay, just going to give her a rinse off. There are some dead. There's not a lot, but definitely just some fine roots that have also fallen off. That could also be due to the fact that she's quite dry. But I knew I was going to do this. That's probably... Actually, no, I didn't fill it up that long ago. But she was quite root bound in there. Okay, there you go. That's a lot better. I've gotten rid of all of the... Those little black pits are actually just bits of the lava rock in the pond. It's stuck to the roots. But yeah, that's what I'm left with. Still pretty good. I do think, I mean, she was in this size pot. Yeah, definitely going to size up. Definitely going to size up. That bag is already nearly full. Okay, a bigger pot. I'm really going to have to go pot shopping soon. But the problem is when you do that, you always come home with a new plant. And to be honest, I'm pretty happy with my collection at the moment. There are a couple of Hoyas that I really, really want. But... Hoyas don't take up that much room compared to an Alocasia or a philodendron. But I really need cover pots that fits this size because I don't have any. Well, actually I do. I have baskets, but that's no good. I'm going to have a look at the pots that I have inside and try and mix up for baskets that are not in pond. Right, there she is, looking good. Do I have a little tray? Because I'm going to run out of those soon as well. Oh no, I bought some more. Okay, that I do have. Right, there we go. And again, I'm going to put the corms. So far we've had corms from every Alocasia. Wow, she looks so much better like that. She's going to be a lot happier for it. Yeah, we're going to put it back inside. Okay, next up is my Alocasia dragon scale. Yeah, that's it. And So this one, what I'm going to do is, we have 2 dragon scales. Oh, I actually just thought of something. Maybe I should just pot them up together. Let me get the other one. Right, so this is the other one. And they're actually in the same size pot. But this one has bigger leaves. But as you can see, she's rooting out of the pot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together. I also didn't like that she wasn't in a clear pot. Yeah, there's some rotting happening here. Nah. This is the one from Mitch's cabinet. Yeah, there's a lot of roots here that are rotten. Oh, that's sad. So there's one corm. I am hoping that I'm going to have enough semihydro. I think it would last me a lot longer if I would just mix this in with there. I might have to do that. Oh yeah, that's, oh wow. I don't think there's going to be much of a root system left on this. Oh, that's such a shame. She was doing so well. I was wondering why it was a while since she's given us a new leaf, but this is obviously why. I'm going to, so she's starting to make these, yeah, no, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take that off. She doesn't have to put her energy into that, because she's going to have to put her energy into new roots. Now I know why there were roots coming out the top. Yeah, they were making secondary roots. You can see like on there's some secondary roots. But the others, yeah, if you can slightly tug at them and they just crack off, that's not a good. I'm being really thorough because any pieces that are still attached here that are rotting, and if I don't get all of it, it's just going to carry on rotting. So, yeah, I want to get as much off as possible. See, there's still, no, see. Also, the way you can also, the way you can also check is if you feel at the roots and you give them a kind of like a squeeze and you feel there's no life in there anymore, but it doesn't want to move. You know, if you slightly tug it and it doesn't come off straight away, but it feels flimsy. Yeah, I'm just going to take them off. Wow, so this was the one that I was going to keep. I was actually thinking of putting this one into soil and selling her, but this is all that's left of the other one. So I'm thinking, should I carry on propagating, or should I let her get a root system in sphagnum moss and then, I think she is already used to. There are some new roots coming out there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop her back in pon. Let's have a look at this, at the other one. Let's just, I know I got most of that out, but I mean, if you look at this, this was basically her entire root system. That's all dead. Oh, there was a corm in there. Yeah, another corm. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, there's some, oh, those were actually healthy roots, but they got stuck in the holes. Okay, there were these bits that they were like going to make corms, but they didn't look very good, so I'm just pulling those off. She doesn't need to stick her energy into that now anyway. Right, is there rotting going on here? Here's, however, some sand on those roots at the bottom. So I'm going to rinse that off, but there's no, wow. There's no corms and there's no rotting either. No rotting. So she's happy. So I'm going to put those two together. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm first actually going to rinse off some of, there's just like a little bit, I don't know if it's even going to be able to keep up. pick up on camera. But there's like a little bit of sand on the roots, so I'm just going to rinse that off. Right, that's a lot better. Right, after this, I'm going to have to clean this pond. I'll give it a rinse off and then I boil it. And I'm going to add some to my bin because I have quite a couple of other plants that I need to do. And I've got a feeling that I'm not going to have enough. Okay, I will be back. I'm going to clean this out and add it to my bin so that I can get through this repot, because otherwise I don't think I'm going to have enough. Okay, I'm back. Wow, that boiling and cleaning process took a lot longer than I thought it would. So I was only able to do probably about half of the bag because the ratio of the bigger, how can I say this? The ratio of the bigger, of the bigger pieces, I didn't want it to be too much of the smaller pieces, and I think now it's a good mixture. And I'm not going to add any more than that. I'm thinking if I put both of these together, what pot should I do? Should I do that size pot again? Or should I do a bigger one? Shall I do this size? That's going to be too big. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot better. There we go. I might have to repot her again in a couple of months, but it's not too bad. It's fine. Right, let's do that. Add some osmocote. It's a good thing that I looked at that other plant. But I mean, I was going to do all my pond plants anyway, but that was in Mitch's cabinet. So I didn't think of it straight away. But I'm glad I did. And now I'm actually thinking that I have quite a couple of silver dragons as well. I am going to get rid of some because I have a lot. But I'm thinking maybe I should pot those up as well. Then I don't have so many. And you can get a nice full plant. I don't want to do more than like 2, like what I'm doing now. I don't want to do more than that because I think if I do more than that, it might be a bit too much. I don't know. I mean, if they're this size, it might be a bit too much. Did I put osmocote in here? Yeah, I did. Wow. Okay, just giving it a bit of a shake. Right, so this one here doesn't obviously really have a root system. Well, she does, but not a very big one. So I am trying to position the stones around it just to give... That is also the nice thing about pond, is that it can support them a little bit more. I think I'm also actually going to take this one out of the cabinet. It doesn't really need to be in the cabinet anymore. And I love the dragon scale. I always get the two mixed up. But I love the dragon scale. So I think the only thing is where. I hope that new leaf that's going to come out, that it's not going to be stunned now because of this. Oh, there's a big pocket there. Baga. I need a stick. Can you see that there? No, you can't because of the leaf. There's like a huge pocket here. I don't want one that big. That's another nice thing about having clear pots is if I had a pot that I couldn't see, I could have been breaking roots there while I did that, but I can see, so I knew that I wasn't going to. Right, I think that is pretty good. I don't know how Mitch is going to feel about combining 2 in one pot. He's always like, as soon as there's more in one pot, he wants to take it out. But we need to start being a little bit more smarter. And that looks so much better, like having a bigger plant like this. And it's in this size pot, which means I have a cover pot. It's so excited about the little things. She has her own pot. Here we go. Looking good. And some more corms. Pretty good sized corms, to be fair. And it did come from the one that was rotting, so that's, I suppose, a good thing. I've just used my shirt so I'm not dripping water all over the floor. But this is the silver dragon. So this was the one that was in Mitch's cabinet. And this one every now and then pops out a leaf that's variegated. It's really weird. But I also have a silver dragon. So this is my silver dragon. And she actually lives in this room next to the potting room. But she does get forgotten a lot. Yeah, there's some roots in there that are rotting, definitely. And if you can see in the pot, there's some corms there. Oh. There's some corms there that are like dried out. And there's another plant in here as well. So what I could do is I could take this baby out, put that in soil and sell that or give that to someone else. And I could put these two together and have a really nice full silver dragon. I think that would look really nice because we just have too many. I mean, just taking those two out of Mitch's cabinet there's just so much more room in there. Because also one of his anthuriums is giving him a new leaf. And she's running out of space, but she really likes it in the cabinet there. I need to take this one out anyway, because she was in the same water reservoir, and I think the same thing happened. This is, yeah, that's all rotten. Oh, that's so sad. Oh no. Yeah, see, wow. Okay, there's a corm there. Starting to really irritate me. There's another corm there. Wow, and it's giving a new leaf. Like, what the heck? How is it doing that? That's all mush. She, like, doesn't really have... Oh, there's another corm there. There's another corm. No, see that? Oh. It doesn't really look like Mitch is taking very good care of his plants, is he? No, that's not true. It's also me, actually. I have been taking care of his plants. But obviously not very well. I sometimes forget that I'm also taking care of his plants, to be fair. She has so many leaves. How the hell is she... Like, what is going on? Okay, I'm making sure, again, that I'm getting rid of all of the squishy, gross parts. I think she just has one healthy root. Oh, that really stinks. It's a good thing the silver dragon is so easy. Well, not easy, obviously, but I mean just, like, hardy. Okay, that small leaf is going. So is that one. Oh, this one stinks more than the other one did. Also, when you noticed rotting on your alocasia, always check the actual corm. But no, that's solid. That hasn't started to rot yet. Because if that starts to rot, then you need to take some serious measures, because then it's almost game over for the alocasia. Okay. Wow, that's all that's left. And she was popping out a new leaf. How was she doing that? That's pretty amazing. That's all rotten. This is going to turn into like a rehab. No, mind you, there's quite a lot of plants that are doing very well. I was going to say this is going to turn into like a rehab episode. When I see this, I kind of feel like just throwing all of it away, because there's just so much. But, I mean, I can still use a lot of this. There's a lot of fine roots in there. But when you boil the pon, those kind of just disappear. So, and they also rise to the top of the pot when you're boiling it in a pot. So, you can just pick them out. But if this was in a soil mix, I would just, if there was so much rotting going on, I would throw it all away. So, that is a nice thing about pon. Okay, this one was definitely worse than the dragon scale. It was standing right next to the dragon scale, so it was actually in the same reservoir as the varicosum. But I did the varicosum in my last video, in my moss pot maintenance video, so, and she looked pretty good. I could have probably had a look as well, but I saw a lot of fresh roots, so I'm thinking she's fine. I'm just going to leave her be. There was another plant in that reservoir as well, the Alocasia sinuata, but she's just popped out a new leaf, and there's a lot of new growth in there. And she is already in the coarse mix of semihydros, so I don't see any rotting. She was also in a clear pot, so I'm thinking she's fine, and that's all that was left in that tray, because it was one of those long trays. Yeah, if you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm thinking that she'll be fine. But is there another plant actually that's in there? Oh yeah, that's also another thing I did in my last video, the Alocasia clippy, I don't know which one it is. She was also in pot, and she did the same thing. She was also completely rotten. She had no more roots. So I popped that corm. I took off all of the roots. They were all dead anyway. I popped that into sphagnum moss, and she'll be fine in there. The corm was still fine. There was no, that hadn't started to rot. So I think I looked at her just in time. But the leaf, that's definitely going to die off. But I've left that on just to kind of give the plant something. And yeah, she'll be fine. But there's no other plants in there that I need to have a look at. So his cabinet, his plants are pretty much taken care of, which is actually kind of funny, because next week he's going to be off for 3 weeks. And then he said he really wanted to look at his plants. But he's not really going to have to look at his plants, because I'm doing all of it, which I don't mind. I obviously love plant care. And I wanted to get all of the pond stuff done in one go. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get it in one go, because I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to have enough. No, I think I'll be fine. Oh, there. Nope, you don't need to be in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'll probably just have enough. Or maybe I'm just miscalculating it. I don't know. I don't really have, what do they call it? Like, insight? Is that it? No, that's not the right word. I don't know. I can't really foresee that. I know what the word is in Dutch. Inschatten. Inschatten. What is inschatten in English? Foresee it? I don't know. And now let's have a look at this one. This one was also in, wow, the stones. Okay, let's just get rid of all of this rottingness, because that's gross. Yeah, this one is, mind you, now that I'm holding it in my hand and I showed you the last one, it looks about the same. That's all rotten. I'm not going to attempt to take those teeny tiny little bits of the pond out of there. That's pointless. Right, so let's have a look at this one. Oh, she's very dry. Okay. Wow, she has a lot of corns. There's a little bit of breakage, but I don't think that's rotting. Okay, so we have, let's take the baby off. Oh, come on. I know it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not, I promise. Right. Looking good. Wow, that is an impressive root system for a little baby. Really good. I think I'm just going to pot her up in soil. I'll probably end up selling that one, because usually plants that I have doubles up, I give them to my mom, but I know that she has a lot of that one as well, because I think these are actually from my mom. That's not a corm. That is, wow, that's a big one. So that's one corm. Here's another one. There's another one. Oh, that one just fell off. Here's another one. Wow. I have never seen that. That is so weird. Look at that. That's so weird. Right, okay, the roots also look kind of dirty. There are some little tiny fine roots that have fallen in here, but that's not rotting, that's just breakage, I think. Because they look pretty healthy. Wow, she has quite a big root system. Wow, okay, there's not really any rotting going on. Even the roots, it's the same thing as with the dragon moon, is that the roots look like dark, but I can feel that they're full. That's not rot. And I love the smell of healthy roots. You know, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's just, there's something about it. It smells so good. I'm just going to take off these little offshoot thingies she's doing. Can actually put her deeper into the pot. This plant does have a very special place in my heart because, oh, actually no, this one is mine. The other one, I think this one was one of the babies that I got from my mom. But this one survived 2 plant burnouts. Both plant burnouts happened because of my pregnancies. So I think it was more hormone related than actually plant related. But yeah, she survived both of them. So definitely put her in I would say probably my top 10 easiest houseplants. As you can see how much she's grown. I'm thinking I could just put it deeper in the pot. But yes, she survived 2 plant burnouts, and that's why she has a special place in my heart, because she just kept on growing. The only remnants that you can see from this one is this leaf. You can see this leaf is kind of like weird sized and smaller, but that was because of severe neglect. She's doing really well, actually. She's been living in this back room because I've not really had a spot for her. But I'm thinking with everything that I'm doing and putting plants together, I'm definitely going to look for a spot for her because she does. She does have a very special place in my heart. I'm going to give the roots a little bit of a rinse because there's definitely some sand stuck to the roots. I can actually see now if there is any rotting. There was a little bit that I just pulled off, but that wasn't bad. So, there's a lot of fine roots in here. I should actually pick them all out. I don't really feel like doing that. Okay, that's most of it. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. Oh no. No. Oh, it's actually a shame that the smallest one has such a big root system. And this one, I honestly don't know how she's keeping on to so many leaves. She has 5 leaves. Like, wow. And she only has that. I don't understand how she's obviously going to drop a leaf. Oh, there's definitely, you can see, I don't know if it's going to be able to pick up, but there's some slight yellowing happening there. So I'm already going to pull that off. Other leaves still look pretty good. I think these 2 will look really nice together. Yeah, let's just do that. You know, she'll grow back. She'll be fine. That's quite big, isn't it? That's quite big. Right, so I have this pot. This is like a matte finish, but this is 17. I think that might be better. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this one. Yeah, that's going to be better. It's a little bit smaller. Okay, we have a clean pot again, and there are very, very tiny holes at the bottom there, so I'm not going to fill that up with the clay pebbles because they might just end up blocking those tiny holes. So I will pot up in just soil, and you can stay there. I want to give you another chance. Just don't die on me, please. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Doing all these repots makes me feel like I've got a bunch of new plants. Does anyone else have that feeling that when you like repot a plant that you, I don't know, that you kind of get a new plant? I don't know. I definitely do feel that way about the Alocasia dragon scale and silver dragon, because those two have kind of just been in the collection but not really, I don't know, not really given a real spot or real like life. I don't know what I mean. If you know what I mean, comment down below because I don't want to think I'm crazy. But I don't know, I just feel like I've got a bunch of new plants by doing this. I mean, yeah. Give it a squeeze. I've also put my bigger one a little bit higher because she was starting to get roots there. Do I have a cover pot? I'm not going to have a cover pot for this one, am I? So these are actually, you can put like holes in them, but I bought them like this. Does this fit in here? Or maybe I could actually use it for one of my bigger ones. Oh wow, that fits in there perfectly. Right. Why aren't you straight? Oh, that's a perfect fit. That's a perfect fit. Oh, I like that. Like silver leaves against the terracotta. Oh, I love that. See what I mean? New plant. New plant. Right, so this one did have a lot of corms. This one had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one is so weird looking. Okay, I'm going to put those corms next to the pot, like I've done with all the others, so I know what is what. Because once I start with labels, that's just not going to, no, we're not going to do that. We're getting onto the exciting plants now. So this, I'll put the name on screen because I can never say it properly. This is the latest leaf. She's looking quite good in size, but she is in this teeny tiny little cup. So I need to take her out of that. Let's make some more room. Right. This plant also, oh, look, that's really gross. That's really gross. This plant also has a very special place in my heart because this is the first plant that first variegated plant that I tried again after my plant burnout. Oh, she's trying to push out a corm there. These corms are quite, oh wow, there's a lot of corms. Okay, let's try and shake off as much as I can. There's no rotting there. There's no rotting there. She's just very spirally at the bottom. I'm just going to leave that. But look, there's a corm there. Another one there. They're quite small though. Look, there's one there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one here. Oh my word. But they're very, very small. So I don't think they're going to do much, so I'm going to leave them. Yeah, she's already given me a new leaf here as well, which looks like it's going to have really beautiful variegation. Really beautiful. This one was quite white. But this one, I don't know if it's really going to be, I don't know, it looks like it's got a little, it looks really good. It looks like it's going to be good. This is the oldest leaf, which looks kind of battered. But that's from being in the cabinets. I have recently cleaned out my cabinets and giving them more room. I'm actually just going to take that leaf off. Yeah, and that one as well. I'm not really over too... She's got a lot of leaves, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, there were no corners in there. No rotting, that's positive. But when it comes to... Yeah, this one I was very, very on top of care with this one. So I'm going to attempt to add more to the bag. She's just going to go in a 12 centimeter pot. Here we go. Oh, I'm so happy I've done that. She's gonna look, oh, yeah, she really looks better. Why is she leaning in one way? Let's, okay, camera cut off there. Had to change memory card. This is gonna be one long video. So this is my Alocasia nebula. She's looking kind of lanky, but she's sizing up nicely, and that latest leaf is beautiful. But she's also in a tiny cup, and she's very, very root bound, so she needs to come out of there. Wow, she doesn't want to. Oh, again, that's really, really gross. Wow, and then my battery died. She is very, very root bound. Wow. Wow, those are some really healthy roots. There is a corm there, but that one doesn't really, I don't know, that might be viable. Here's one corm. I'm going to give it a try. There are some of these like scraggly bits off that I'm just going to pull off. And for the rest, yeah, really healthy root system. Oh, there's another corm there. That's a big one. Let's pull that one off. Here's another corm that's also very, very small, so I don't know if that's going to do anything. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to attempt to undo those roots and just give her a bigger pot, because that was a joke. There's a few roots that have just come off. Oh, I keep on adding to this bag, saying that I need to stop adding to the bag, and then I keep on doing it. It's a good thing not that long ago that I bought a bunch of smaller pots. I just completely forgot something. Oh, wait. I have these pots that I bought ages ago that I actually really want to use. They're not, the thing is it's not that much bigger, is it? I mean, yeah, it's probably about double, but it's not. Let's have a look. That's going to get filled up quite quickly, I feel. And so is that, actually. Maybe I should just do that. Oh, I should have done that with my other one as well.
A few moments later.
Oh, actually, no, I have to... Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, wait, let me actually go and check and see what other plants that I have, so that I can... Because I really want to use this. It's self-watering. It does irritate me that this is black and you can't see anything. But it's... I mean, there's quite a lot of... Roots can come out there anyway. I can check it that way anyway. But I kind of like that it's self... You know, it's... Yeah. Let me go and see. So I have that one. And I have that one. That one's too big. What should I do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Right. I'm going to just... I've brought over another plant that I need to do after this one. Yeah, I have two really, really small plants that I'm going to put in there. But I'm thinking that this one... I don't know, kind of... The nebula can be a bit of a pain in the butt. So I'm thinking... I don't have to use all of them now. I'm going to definitely be using two. So that's fine. I'm going to put her in this pot. It's just something in my head about having all my alocasias in the right type of pot, because the other two that I want to put in there, they aren't alocasias. Those are actually two really small plants that I bought in my... I did a plant haul on that one. I'll link that one down below. You'll see those plants in a minute, but I want to put those two in there. Oh, bugger. That was my coat. Okay. Oh, there's legs here in your underwear. I'm actually pretty amazed that this plant still has all of its original leaves. When I bought her... Yeah, when I bought her, she just had this leaf, actually, and she was unfurling this one. So as you can see, it's sized up really, really nicely. I'm quite impressed by that. She's a bit slower than my other alocasias, but it does make a new leaf very, very rewarding, so I'm not going to complain. Voila. There's no pockets that are too big. Nope. There we go. The beautiful nebula. Put her back in there. She's just going to go back into the cabinet. And now I'm going to get those two plants that I want to put in these pots. Right, the corms. Must not forget the corms. They're very, very small, so I don't know if they're going to do much. But we'll see. Okay, so these are the two cute little babies I want to put in those pots. This is the makoyana and something with an A. Ctenanthe, something with an A. Yeah, I can see it in front of me, but Lord knows how to pronounce it. So I am going to be using those in here. I think that's going to be a good call. Yeah, I put these in water. Let's see if there's any rotting going on. There is a lot. No, that's just like the calluses at the bottom that are just rotting. Roots feel good. There are some new roots growing there. Looks good. There's no rotting. That's good. There is a couple of leaves that have a little bit of browning, but I'm not worried about that. There's a lot of new growth happening. There's a new little leaf here, there, another one coming here, another one there that's stuck, yeah, and another little cute one there. Yeah, that might be a bit overpowering, but I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna look kind of weird. And it'll be fine. She'll be fine. They'll all be fine. Okay, let's put some osmocote in here. I could actually make 2 plants out of this, to be fair. But I want a full one. Oh wow, I could make more than 2. Nah, let's just leave it. Let's leave it like that. Wow, okay, these leaves, I can't see anything. I'm going to have to try and hold them, because I can't see a thing. This is my second Ctenanthe. I don't know how you say it properly. Doesn't really matter the way you say it, does it? But yeah, this is my second one that I have. I have another one, the Bill Mox, and that one's doing really well in pond as well. I actually transferred that one straight from soil to pond. I didn't do any acclimating or anything, and the root system on that one is amazing. So I am pretty confident that this one is also going to do well. Okay, this is kind of very delicate work, this one. Right. Maybe a little bit more. Let's use this one. Okay. I'm going to give that a rinse through just like the rest. But that looks so cute. Should have actually positioned her maybe a little bit better so I can see the water reservoir properly. But she's going to get big and bushy anyway, so I'm not going to be able to avoid that. But I think that's so cute. How cute is that? Okay, love that. Love that. And then the other one. This one has a little bit more damage. It already had quite a lot of damage when I got it. But there's new shoots there. So let's try and show you. I'm just going to take off all of these like dead bits. Oh wow, there's a lot of new growth happening here. I'm trying to be very gentle. This is still a very small plant. So this has been in water for probably about a month. And it's doing very, very well. It did have a little bit of an adjustment. Like those dead leaves that I've just pulled off, those were obviously leaves that were coming out and didn't survive the transfer. But that's fine because there's so many. You see all those new shoots there? There's a new root there. That's you can feel that's a water root. This, however, is that rotting? It's a bit dark. Yeah, let's cut that off. Any roots that I can see that like the tips are going black, I am going to be removing them. That wasn't a lot. So yeah, that's the root system. Looking good. And a lot of new shoots happening there. So overall, I think she's going to be happy. She doesn't have any pests or anything. I just think that they just didn't really send me the best one. But all these leaves are not going to survive anyway. But yeah, I'm also going to put her in this pot. I think that's going to be really cute when she fills out. Wow, I'm definitely at the bottom of my bin. No, actually, I'm still going to have a lot left over. I must say, it is very tempting when you see the makoyana in garden centers. They're not that expensive. And when you see a nice big one and it's only like 19 euros, I'm very, very tempted to get a big one. But that takes the fun away from growing it from such a small baby. It's very tempting, I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to do that. It's going to be so rewarding watching this little baby grow. And I think also it might be a little bit hardier than if I were to get a big one and put it in my environment. Because plants that you get from the garden center, they go through, the acclimation for them going from a greenhouse to my indoor environment. It is a shock. And this way, growing it from a baby, this one's already used to the environment. Right now it's living in my IKEA cabinet. But yeah, there she is. Let's put her in her pot. Oh, that's so cute. I do like these pots. Very, very cute. Can't wait to watch her grow. Okay, I was looking around and I completely forgot about this one. Let's have a look at her. Okay, that's also really gross. Wow. Wow, oh, that one definitely has the biggest corm of today. Look at the size of that. And it's doing a weird, like, shoot off thing. Here's another one. Wow, that's also doing a really weird thing. Okay, there are other corms there, but they're quite small, so I'm going to leave them alone. Right, so this one is one that I think I'm just going to put into soil. And I'm going to put her in this back room here and let her fend for herself, see what she does. Maybe I'll be able to put her outside. She is giving me a new beautiful leaf here. But yeah, there's no point in having two regal shields inside. There really isn't. I could put them together, but that other one is already quite big. Or maybe I should put them together. But this one is a lot smaller. It's going to end up fighting with the other one, isn't it? Not that plants would. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's... Maybe I should do that. That would look really nice and full. I don't know. It would look really nice. Let me go and get her. Okay, I think I am going to do that. It's going to... No, you know what? It's going to look really nice and full. But I don't remember what her root system was like. Okay, let me make some room. I'm actually going to empty her. Let's just empty this one back out in here. Okay, she's still in her clump. I'm going to have to... I'm just like loosening the roots a little bit because she's quite... I mean, the roots will naturally do that anyway. I hope there aren't like any corms that fall in here. That would be funny. Is this like known for something with the regal shield that they do that? That's really weird. It's done it again. Look, it keeps on doing that. That's so weird. Okay, there's another one. Ooh. Okay, I think a dog just passed. Wow, that's a big corm. Okay, let's take that off. That's very big. There's another big one. Okay, there's another one, but it's not that big. Wow, I have a lot of regal shield corms. I need a bigger pot. I mean, it should be fun for a while. It's not really ideal, is it? Oh yeah, there's corms falling off here. Oh my word. Look at that. And here as well. That, I don't even... Pretty weird. Okay, I've gotten most of it off. Wow, that's very, very root bound. She could actually go in an even bigger pot if I put them both together. That's like too much, don't you think? Right, I have this pot. That's really big. It's currently housing all of these like pieces of mesh. Ow. Maybe I should do that. That's really big though. I don't know. I don't have like an in-between size. I probably do in the garden. what is this? This is 27 centimeters and this is 19. That's quite a big difference. Do I not have anything smaller? Maybe I should just stick. I know Mitch is going to roll his eyes at me by putting 2 plants together, but it is going to be really nice and full. I do think the plant is going to kick off if I do that. And I don't have to do it right to the top. Actually, that might be a good idea. If I don't do it all the way to the top, and I can then eventually gradually build my way up. Because I mean, it is, I mean, if you look at that, it's, no, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just do that. I have, oh, do I have a cover pot for this one? Oh dear. Okay. Actually originally bought this pot in mind for a moss pole because it's very, very heavy. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, it's just the lip. You know what? It's fine. Okay, well, that's the pot for that then. Right, I thoroughly cleaned that through. I got in there with a sponge. Right. It's a good thing I did this plant last, because I feel like this is going to take up the rest. Let's add some Osmocote. Oh dear, am I going to have enough pon? Okay, I know you're not supposed to do this, but there's no roots in there. I know you're supposed to clean it, but it was already fairly clean. And I'm just going to do like a layer of the thin one. Wow, she's big. She's big. But I love the Regal Shield. It's such a beautiful Alocasia, and it's one of the easier ones. It's one of the really, really easier ones. It's giving me a new leaf there. Yeah, I think she's going to be happy. It's going to be nice to have a nice... But I mean, look at that. That looks so good. Oh, my word, that's heavy. That looks good. That looks really good. I think she's going to be happy. I'm going to give her a really nice spot. Ooh. I think I can give her her own grow light as well. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I'm really happy I did that. I did not expect that this was the way that it was going to go with the Regal Shield, but one, I've gained so much room. I've gained so much room in my cabinet, like a lot of room, that I actually don't think that I'm going to have to take my Alocasia Frydek out of there, which is really nice. Yeah. And then again, I have room now for all of the corms. I could open up my own Alocasia farm, actually. Look at all of those. That's all Regal Shield. And there's actually more on the kitchen island. I think there's like 3 on the kitchen island. Wow. And this is the only Alocasias that I've ever seen it do like this weird thing. Oh yay, the sun is coming out. Yeah. Wow. And I literally have nothing left. This was full to the top. So it's a good thing I did this one at the end. Mitch would have probably said put her in soil. And maybe I should have done that, but I don't know. I really like pon. I like the water reservoir thing. And she's going to go in that really nice pot that I can use. But yeah, I think I'm going to give her a grow light. She's going to... It was actually funny, the beginning of this year, we went to a plant sale. It was like 25% off all the plants. We got quite a lot of plants there as well. And they had a big Regal Shield. But I mean, I was standing next to it. The pot was right on the floor. It wasn't like on a step or anything. And this plant was taller than me. The leaves were huge and I really wanted to get her because she was marked as 50 euros. But then you still have, with 25% off. So I actually really wanted her and I still think about her sometimes. And now that I've done this, I kind of feel like I'm almost there, because that newest leaf, you're not going to be able to see, that newest leaf that she's given me is huge. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's going to be really great. And I think that's all the plants. Oh no. Right, so oh no, I'm not going to be able to do it now because I don't have any pollen. And I don't want to put her in just I have little bowls of Alocasia pollen everywhere. Like I have, these two are full of Alocasia pollen that I just need to clean. Yeah, I have Alocasia pollen everywhere, but I want to mix the Alocasia pollen with the coarse mix. Maybe I should just next time get a big bag. Oh no, yeah, I was gonna put this one. So this, wait, let's move this big one out the way. Okay. Oh my word. Wow, that's made me really out of breath. This Calathea White Fusion, I wanted to, so, oh yeah, I talked about it in my last update video. I was gonna put her in pond. So I took all the soil off and I put her in water. She's been living for about a month, around about the same time as the other two baby ones. And I asked you guys if I should put her in to pond. And a lot of people said just leave her because she seems to be very, very happy. And she does. She seems to be very, very happy. But I kind of don't like the look of having her like this. I don't know what it is. It's just like a me thing. Everyone has their, you know, opinions and all that. So yeah, I thought I was going to, yeah, I've decided that I am going to put her in pond. Now I'm not going to be able to because I don't have any more pond. Yeah, I don't really like the look of that. If I maybe used a vase where I can't see the roots, but then again, I like seeing the roots, but I just don't like this look. So I think I am going to I just like the look of pond. I think I am just going to bite the bullet and do it. But I need to order more ponds. I'm not going to be able to do that today. That is everything. That is all I'm going to get done. This is going to be a long video, but I'm going to do it all in one go. It's going to be a long video, but bear with. Get some repotting done yourself. Well, I hope you did. I hope you got some repotting done yourself, because I always like to think that when I'm doing this, someone else is fiddling with their plants and getting on with some tasks. Yeah, wow. I cannot believe the amount of plants that I got done today. It's a lot of plants. It's a lot of plants. A lot has changed now, which is exciting because it means I get excited about rearranging, but I know that rearranging is not necessarily a good thing for the plants. But I'm going to do my best to give them... I know that some plants, because I've created more space, in a sense, by putting plants together, they're going to get a little bit more attention, a little bit more love, and a little bit more light as well, because Mitch's cabinet, and my cabinet looks almost empty now. It's actually really weird. I'll show my cabinet and Mitch's cabinet in my next plant chores video. But it looks really weird, but it's actually really nice that it's not all pushed onto each other, because that does lead to issues usually in pests and, you know, that type of stuff. So, yeah, I'm really happy about that. I am going to now just clean out my cabinet, just clean the glass and everything, because everything's out of there now, because I needed it to get to my plants. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'll give you guys an update on my cabinets in the next plant chores video. But yeah, that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some stuff done along with me. Let me know in the comments if you did or what you got done. I'm feeling really good about what I got done today. It's been a job that I've been putting off for a long time, and very sad to why, because I actually just didn't feel like cleaning the pond. But with that new system with the bag, so much easier. And actually, it's kind of fun. It's a lot more fun than the 3 buckets story. But yeah, anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. It doesn't cost you or anything. It's just clicking a button, and it really helps me out. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.